like? Simon wants to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hey, Simon. Happy holidays.
Good day, mate. Here you're out on the town with my little missus.
Yeah, she's here with Henry. We just ran into each other.
No worries, mate. I knew you'd connect eventually.
Sure thing. Well, it's good talking to you, Simon. Here's Katie.
Hang on a minute, Mike. I'll ask you a favor.
What kind of favor?
Oh, I need your help. The holidays and Katie.
Oh my God, Will. What are you doing with that?
No, wait. This is not what it seems like, okay? Someone else did this.
What the hell is this supposed to be?
I don't know.
You brought this into our home?
It's dressed just like Cabot was last Christmas. Will, how could you?
No, I didn't. Someone else did this, I swear.
Then who, Will? You're the one standing here holding this thing.
Will, why would you do this to me?
What do you say to a triple scoop sundae with the works?
Okay.
I offer to splurge for the biggest, gooeyest super sundae this town has to offer, and all I get is an okay. You feeling all right? You're not coming down with anything, are you? Huh? Spacemen haven't landed and switched your brain with a silly little alien who hates sundaes and all good things.
No.
Oh, that's good. I was worried there for a minute. Okay, so we're getting a super sundae, 3 scoops, nuts, jimmies, sauces, the whole 9 yards, the kitchen sink, everything else. What were we talking about before? Oh, yes, life on my Aunt Emma's farm. You're gonna have so much fun. When my cousin Holden and I were your age, we had a blast. We did everything. We rode horses, ice skated on the pond in the winter. In the spring, we went fishing.
If you like it so much there, why can't you come live with me and my mom again?
We talked about this, right? I already have a family, JJ, and a home. I wish I could be in both places at once.
Me too.
Yeah. But the best I can do is promise to spend as much time with you and your mom as I can. And let me tell you, you are going to get sick of me. It's going to be like, JJ, Jack's here, and you're going to say, again?
Never.
No, just like I am never going to stop caring about you and your mom.
If you still care about her, why can't she come here with us tonight?
Well, I want it to be just the guys. And you know moms, they got a million things to do before they feel settled in a new place. Unpacking, hanging stuff up and stuff. That's probably what she's doing right now.
Julie, what are you doing here? How did you get in here? Emma? Emma, is everything all right? Come on, give me a break. What do you think? I broke in here, chopped her up into pieces, and fed her to the cows? Well, where is she? Grocery store. Does she know you're here?
She welcomed me with open arms.
I'll bet. Look, I am sorry that I burst in on your little celebration. It's an honest mistake. But I'm minding my own business here. And now you're the one who's intruding.
I'm intruding?
Yeah, look, I know you don't like me, but please, don't try to mess this up for me. Do not try to make trouble with me and Emma. Just have a little bit of decency and leave me and my son alone.
I know how this must look.
Can you explain?
Okay. Yeah, I can.
Floor's all yours.
I just got in the door, okay? Barely 2 steps in, and I found someone in the house.
Someone?
Yeah, and they shoved the doll into my hands, and they took off running. I was so confused and turned around when you guys came in, I didn't even realize I was holding the thing. You gotta believe me.
Did you get a look at this someone?
Not really. It was kind of dark, but I know it was a woman.
So you expect us to believe that some mysterious woman broke into our house and left you standing here holding a doll?
Yeah, I know what it sounds like, but it is the truth.
All I know is this insanity has got to end.
You're right. That's exactly what this is. Insanity. Because whoever would do something like this would have to be insane. And I'm not. I know what happened. I know what I saw. You guys really think I'm crazy, don't you?
No, nobody's saying that. But maybe we should give Hal a call.
Dad, why?
There was an intruder. It was a break-in. We needed to call the cops, right?
Good idea.
But there's
You got a problem with that, Will?
No. No, if you need Dad to come over to prove that I'm innocent, fine. Call him. Bring him on.
This is unbelievable. Why would he do this to me?
I don't know. But we're about to find out. I'm not sure what I can do that might be of any kind of help.
Well, I guess she didn't tell you, poor kid. Their brother's gone missing, and that wasn't bad enough. Tom and Margot have separated.
Yeah, I was sorry to hear about all that, but I'm still not seeing where I fit in.
You know how much she loves the holidays. I hate to think of her spending them all alone, no one to celebrate with. She needs to get out, spend time with friends, dick the holes and that sort of thing.
Well, I think she's got that covered. She's here at Metro with Henry.
Ah, yeah, good old Henry. Give you the shirt off his back. Look, you know that bloke. He's all work and no play. He's probably wheeling, dealing.
Are we talking about the same Henry Coleman?
Just do a pal a favor here. Just keep an eye on Katie. Spend time with her. Keep her mind off things till I can get there to do the job myself.
What's your ETA?
My ETA? I'm tied up with business here at the sheep station. I don't think I can get there till after the first of the year.
That long, huh?
I hope it's not an imposition, Mike.
Not at all. It's just... Why me?
I trust you, mate. There's no hard feelings, are there? Between you and Katie?
No, not at all. Everything worked out for the best.
Brilliant. Glad to hear it. Well, just think about it, mate. I know you'll make the right decision. And marry, mate.
Same to you. Here's Katie.
Thanks. Hey, you spent all your time talking to Mike and you didn't give anything to me. I miss you, baby.
Yeah, I hope I didn't lay it on too thick.
I don't know. That's what I love about you most.
Oh, well, it's another award-winning performance by yours truly, I hope.
You're the sweetest.
You can pay me back by buying me with martinis.
I love you too. All right, bye, sweetie.
Hey, thought you were still at the sitters.
No, Mom gave us the all clear. What are the flowers for?
These are an apology to your mother.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
You don't need to concern yourself with that. Where is your mother, anyway?
She's upstairs.
Perfect.
Oh, no, you can't go up there, though.
Since when?
Since she's wrapping Christmas presents, and I think she's wrapping yours.
Oh, okay. How about Carly? Where's she? Kitchen?
No, Mom has to drop off some wrapping paper, so she might not be home yet.
Where's she dropping it off?
Grandma Emma's.
Come on, Jack, pick up. Voicemail. Okay, plan B. I'll just have Lily go over there. My mother will take care of it. Or maybe not.
You're accusing me of making trouble for you? Can we just forget this ever happened?
I would love to forget it, Julia. But what you have done to me and to my children, you have been a perpetual nightmare since the day you found out that Jack has a family in this town.
Look, I may have made some mistakes early on, Carly.
Yeah, you did, Julia. And I know all the reasons that you tried to ignore the fact that Jack had a life before you. Abusive ex-husband, JJ needed a daddy, you needed a hero. I get it. Just don't expect me to forgive and forget.
I'm not expecting miracles, Carly.
Then what do you want?
I just want you to leave me alone.
Just get away from me and my son.
Well, lucky for you, this is the holiday season. This is the time of year when wishes come true. And if you really and truly want me out of your life, then this is what you gotta do. Stop playing the victim. Be a grown-up. Pack your bags. Stop relying on the husbands of other women to fix your life. You are a parasite, Julia. Unhook your little fangs and leave. Find somebody else to bleed dry.
Hey, sorry about that. I met an old acquaintance at the bar, and the guy does not know when to quit. So, what did I miss?
Simon called.
Really?
Yeah.
That is fantastic. What did he say?
Not much to me. He actually talked to Mike most of the time.
Oh, has Katie had a chance to debrief you?
About what?
About what he said. Was it like top secret, or?
No, he was just saying hello, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, like that kind of thing.
Oh.
You ready to go?
Absolutely.
You guys have a good night, all right?
You too.
How do you like that? They invite us for drinks and don't even buy a round.
Oh, never mind that. So what did my big, strong husband say to Mike?
He asked him to keep an eye on the little woman since he couldn't be there on the holidays to do it himself.
Very good.
No, that's not.
And what did Mike say?
No promises, no refusals.
Right. Well, what could he say with Jennifer breathing down his neck?
You know, Bubbles, I've actually spent some time with Jennifer, and I think you should know that...
Unless the next sentence out of your mouth is she's totally wrong for Mike and doesn't stand a chance, shut it.
Ow! That hurt.
Whose side are you on?
I am on your side, of course, you know that. I just thought that in the interest of full disclosure, you should know that Jen is actually nice.
Well, I don't care if she's next in line for the Nobel Peace Prize. Her time is up. Mike is about to go back where he belongs.
Thought my dad was here.
Any minute now.
Paul, do you remember when I told you what I did to make Rose sick? And Mom was gonna run away with me?
She almost got away with it, too.
Yeah, but she didn't. Because you held on to me when that helicopter was coming. And do you remember what you said?
I'll never forget it.
You told me that you still loved me. Even after everything I'd done. You said you'd still be my brother no matter what.
I meant that.
That's what got me through all those months in the hospital. That's what helped me when I got back to town and everyone looked at me like I was gonna go crazy or something. I held on to that. The fact that you believed in me. Even though you had every reason to hate me, to turn your back on me, to forget my name, you didn't. You gave me a second chance. You asked me to be your best man. You asked me to move in here with you and Rosanna. I would never mess that up, Paul. I would never do anything in a million years to hurt Rosanna.
Will, I thought you were in your room.
Rosanna, look. I know how it seemed when you came in and that doll was in here with me, but that lady left it. It wasn't me. Rosanna, okay, I'm not crazy, and neither are you. You know me. Rosanna, look into my eyes and see the truth. I would never... Dad, when'd you get here?
Rosanna and I were out walking the property, making sure the windows and doors were secure.
What'd you find?
Nothing. No forced entry.
Great. So then it has to have been me. If she's already gotten to you, what's the use?
What are you talking about?
What did you tell him, Rosanna? How guilty did you try to make me look?
Well, dig in. What's the matter?
I didn't think it would be this big.
You didn't think it would be that big. Come on, buddy. You got to eat that whole thing, or they take your picture and they hang it on the wall of shame.
I can't finish it unless you help me.
Well, I haven't had my dinner yet. But I guess I can make an exception. I'll have dessert first, then I'll have dinner. It'll be like topsy-turvy day. Hand me a spoon. Thank you very much. Now let me at this thing. That's a good Sunday.
Does Dad know I'm living on the farm now?
Does he know? Of course. I mean, come on, that guy knows everything, doesn't he? He probably has all his elves switching the addresses on all of your toys as we speak.
Will I get a chance to see you Christmas Day?
Of course. Well, you won't see me first thing in the morning, but I'll be over to Emma's as soon as I get a chance.
Cool. I'll wait for you to open all my presents.
No. You wake up, you run down the stairs, and you tear into that stocking.
I didn't get a stocking.
Of course you get a stocking. And when you're done with that, then you head over to the tree, and everything that says to JJ, that's a J dot, you rip into that too. You don't hold back, you promise?
Promise. I'll get Mom to take lots and lots and lots of pictures so you don't miss one single thing.
Oh, that's a great idea. You're very smart. And then when I get there, you're going to have even more presents from me and Carly and Parker and Sage.
I don't want any presents from them.
That's not being in the Christmas spirit. And that sure isn't like you. You get along with everybody.
Not them.
Hey, you have to try, JJ. We all have to try and get along. That's what being in a big family is all about. Right?
If you say so.
I don't have to listen to this, so take your spite and your jealousy and get out.
After you. You know how to use that door, don't you?
Yeah, this is not your house, Carly.
No, it isn't. It's Emma's. She's a part of my family. Jack's family. The family that you did not want him to remember. This is all a part of what you were trying to keep him away from. And now it's where you've come to roost? Don't you think that's a little twisted? Do you have any shame?
You have a heart. You won. That's not enough for you, though, is it? You're so insecure with your marriage that you need for me to disappear? Carly, come on. Don't you realize it's going to take more than that for Jack to forget about me? Me and JJ, we're part of him now. No matter where we go. You can't change that.
Perhaps you're not as memorable as you think.
Oh, give me a break. Carly, you know what? You're the one he had a hard time remembering. All those times that you tracked him down like a bloodhound in heat, he looked right through you. It's no wonder you're afraid of me.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, because your husband loves me, Carly.
He pities you, Julia.
Your husband loves me. And he loves my son like his own.
JJ's a nice little boy that he met a few months ago. But he doesn't have Jack's blood running through his veins. Sage is the only child that can claim that. The child that he watched being born. The child that he created with me. So why don't you and your son go and find some man who's actually available and doesn't just pity you?
That's enough. Get out.
Oh, I'm just getting warmed up.
Well, you know what? Then have fun talking to yourself, Carly, because I'm done.
I'm not.
Don't you touch me.
We have a few things to straighten out here, don't we?
No. I'm done. I really do wish Jack had been here to see your performance, Carly, though, because it really explains why he didn't want to remember you.
Hey, I'm not class!
Don't touch me!
Really? Come on!
You want to fight? You want to fight, Carly? Go me!
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Call Katie and keep her company through the holidays.
And whoever had this bright idea needs to have his head examined.
Well, that'd be me.
All right, enough.
Oh, my God! Have you lost your mind?
What is going on here?
She came in here and went crazy.
She pushed me.
Oh, God, you know what, Carly? I asked you not to touch me. I told you not to put your hands on me. What'd you do? You did it again.
I was just trying to have a rational conversation with her.
Oh, please. Is that what that was? A conversation?
I was speaking the truth, and you didn't like it, so you started scratching and
Whatever.
clawing.
Oh, Carly, come on. Were you being rational when you told me to pack up my stuff and go out of town? Were you being rational, Carly? When you said that Jack couldn't possibly love JJ because he only has room for one biological child? Because I think both Jack and Parker would be surprised to know that Jack only has room in his life for his biological children. You know what? It's amazing what people would do when they're pushed.
Isn't it?
All right. Let's just try and take a breath. This is going nowhere, and it's not going to sell anything.
You're absolutely right. I am sorry. I shouldn't let her get to me, but you know what? When you get abused by your husband, okay, you get a little freaked out when people put their hands on you when you're an adult and you're supposed to try to solve problems in a rational, an adult way, Carly.
You poor little victim. Cry me a river. The shrinking Violet here didn't seem to mind using physical force when she was trying to tear my hair out. And I'm sorry, too. My mistake was expecting that this woman would have the respect to listen to me. And that's foolish of me, right? Since she has not shown one single ounce of respect for me or for Jack since she went into my home, stole his police badge while she was hiding him away, and then she tried to steal him. Well, what's next, Julia? What's your encore?
Okay, enough. What if my mother had walked in on you two? What if JJ had...
Well, I told you this was a bad idea. I told you it wasn't going to work.
Finally. A moment of clarity. You have absolutely no business being in this house. And whoever had this bright idea needs to have his head examined.
Well, that'd be me.
Okay, so tell me one more time, what exactly did Mike say when you asked if there were any hard feelings between us?
For the 5th time, he said no. How many times do I have to replay this conversation?
As many times as I need to hear it.
Well, then I'm going to demand residuals, Katie.
I just need to know exactly what he's thinking, exactly what he's feeling. Especially if he's still angry with the way I left things. No hidden resentment?
None that I can tell. He's all yours.
What about Jennifer?
What about her?
Well, you said they hung out some?
Yeah, we were the 4 Musketeers. It was Mike, me, Jennifer, and Sister Nikki.
So, what's so great about Jennifer Munson?
Nothing. I mean, some people might consider her classy and sophisticated and smart, comely, but not me.
And nice. You said earlier she was nice?
Yes, and nice. Now, what's the matter? Are you afraid of a little competition?
Oh, please. Not one bit.
Hopefully this will make up for the drink that we missed at Metro.
Oh, don't worry about it. There was a lot going on. A reporter who tried to nail you to the wall, and the photographer who would not put his camera down, and the ex-girlfriend's husband calling from halfway around the world.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, I'm fine. You're the one who had to talk to the guy. What did he say, anyway? Oh, I shouldn't have asked that. That really is none of my business, so you don't have to say a word.
Actually, it was odd.
How so?
I'm not sure I can explain. Oh, but I'd like to talk to you about it, if you don't mind.
Of course I don't mind. Tell me all about it.
Hey, well, nobody's accusing you of anything, and no one's gotten to me. They just called me over to investigate a break-in. I'm just stating the facts, that's all.
What you're stating is that there's no evidence proving that anyone else was here, so everyone's gonna look at me and think I'm lying.
I don't think that.
Rosanna does, and now Paul does too. As far as they're concerned, I'm just torturing my brother's new wife. I've killed once before, so I must be gearing up to do it again, only this time I'm torturing her first.
Hey, will you stop? Stop doing this to yourself. Try to calm down.
How can I be calm when everyone in my family that I love is blaming me for something I didn't do?
Will, do you think that I want you to be responsible for this? I don't. I mean, I thought we were close.
Yeah, I thought so too, Rosanna. Why would you be turning on me like this right now? How could you think that I would ever hurt you?
Well, maybe something's going on with you that you don't understand. Feelings that you're not aware of. Maybe you needed a little more therapy.
So now we're back to I don't know what I'm doing because I'm nuts.
Come on. We're all just trying to figure this out, son.
That's right, Will. And I'm still your brother. You're still my best man. And I'll stand by you through Whatever it is this is.
That's right. We just want you to get the help you need.
You want me to get help? Fine. Fine. I'll get help.
Man, that is some request Simon made. Befriend his wife?
Seems weird, right?
Yeah, a little.
He's worried that she'll feel sad and alone during the holidays.
Well, she has family here. Can't they pick up the slack?
Well, her family situation's kind of complicated these days.
Oh, join the club. So what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe I could take her to coffee or breakfast, but as far as being hangout buddies, I just don't think it's a good idea. What do you think? Jen, what do you think?
What do you mean?
You asked me if there was any unfinished business between Katie and me. If this makes you feel uncomfortable at all, I want you to tell me.
Really?
Yeah, you and I have a good thing going. Of course I care about how this makes you feel.
I think that you should do Simon the favor. Call Katie and keep her company through the holidays.
Hey.
Oh. What did Will decide to do?
Al took him over to Kim's.
For how long? Overnight?
I don't know, maybe overnight. Maybe forever, I have no idea.
Sorry. I know how hard this must be on you.
Me? You're the one who's been terrorized.
But I know how much you love him. And I love him too. I mean, it broke my heart to see him standing there with a doll dressed like Cabot. I never imagined that he was so disturbed.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time believing that myself.
Look, but I meant what I said. I want him to get the best care available. I've heard fantastic things about this place in Switzerland.
Whoa, wait a second, hold on. One step at a time here.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that he can't come back here to live with us eventually. I just think that he needs intensive therapy. And there's no shame in that, okay? The only shame is not getting help.
I agree. But before we do anything, we better be damn sure that his will is doing this.
After tonight, you can't imagine that he's innocent.
Dad, I'm really not in the mood for cheeseburgers right now.
Oh, you're always in a mood for a cheeseburger. You could have a cheeseburger for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if you had a chance.
Save it. I know how this ends. You're going to try and put me in a good mood, and we're going to have a few laughs, and then you'll convince me to go back to Paul's, but it's not going to work this time.
All right, well, maybe it is a good idea for you to go and stay at Kim and Bob's for a while until things cool off. All right. Not bad, huh? Hey, here's an idea. What do you say we touch base with your doctor and let him know what's going on?
Dad, I never would have thought that you'd think I was going crazy, too.
I didn't say that. It's a tune-up. It's not a bad thing. You go in there, you have them look at you, and you talk to them.
For what?
If they check you out and find out that you're okay, you get everybody off your back.
If they find out I'm okay?
You know what I mean.
Dad, if I go back there, they will lock me up.
You don't know that.
I do, Dad. I've been being blamed for stuff my entire life that I didn't do. Allison did it to me, Mom did it to me, and now you and Paul and Roseanne are trying to do it to me. Dad, why won't you just believe me?
Relax, will you? Let's just talk.
There's nothing left to talk about, Dad. There was a woman in that house, Dad. I found her there, and she took off running.
And you don't know who she is?
Dad, if I told you, then you'd really want me locked up for good.
What did you do to my mommy?
Nothing, JJ. Everything is fine. Okay? Let's go upstairs and get your little face cleaned off and get you into bed.
What did we walk in on?
The aftermath?
Of what?
Full-scale smackdown. Luckily, I got here when it did.
You were fighting with Julia?
You had the gall to leave your welcome home celebration to set up house for Julia and JJ here. When was I going to find out about that, Jack? Do I mean so little to you? Does she mean so much?
Let's talk outside. How did this happen? I left Carly at your house. How'd you wind up here?
Lily asked her to bring some stuff over here. When I found out, I got back in my car. I drove over here. When I found them, they were well into round two.
Oh, man.
You go talk to Carly. I'll handle Julia.
Carly, I'm sorry. I should have told you myself, okay? I'm very sorry.
Sorry about what, Jack? Sorry I found out?
No, I can explain.
You don't have to. I know you. I know you thought this was the right thing to do. But you were wrong. This time you could not have been more wrong.
Still no message from Mike, huh?
He's doing the strong, silent thing. He just doesn't want to seem too eager.
Well, when do you think he'll call?
Tomorrow,
And if he doesn't?
he will.
That's it. Okay. I understand the fair sex is about as well as I do Chinese algebra. What is your secret, Katie? How do you know?
Well, I asked Mike what Simon said on the phone, and what did Mike say?
Nothing.
Exactly. Because Jennifer was standing right there, and he didn't want her to know the truth.
I'm still foggy.
If he wasn't planning on following through, he would have said something. The fact that he said nothing means everything.
Amazing.
Isn't it?
I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Bubbles.
And I'm sorry I ever let Mike go. Thank God I came to my senses. Poor Jennifer. Oh well, you know what they say. Nice girls finish last.
That is the last thing I expected you to say.
Well, if Katie's husband is comfortable enough to make the request, their marriage must be stronger than ever, so why should I worry?
I hadn't thought about it that way.
Yeah, well, the holidays are a really hard time to be alone. And the last couple times that we've seen Katie, she seemed lost, almost. What? Oh, you think I'm crazy, don't you?
I think you're the most thoughtful, sensitive person I've ever met in my life.
Well, it's Christmas. Peace, goodwill, and a time to be generous. And that's why I think you should keep Katie company.
What about you?
I'll be right there with you. Between the two of us, we can make sure that Katie has a holiday she'll never forget.
Look, I'm not saying that your point of view isn't valid. What I am saying is that I'm not completely convinced that Will would be able to look me in the eye and lie to me.
Which means that...
Look, I'm not taking any of this lightly, okay? And I'm not going to let anything happen to you. That's why I called Hal, but I'm just having a hard time believing that Will could do any of this.
Maybe you're right. You know, maybe there is an explanation. I hope so. I do. For everyone's sake.
Let's just table this discussion until we talk to your doctor.
Dad, did you hear anything I just said?
I heard everything you said, Will.
Dad, it was a woman, okay, with blonde hair. She was in that house with the stupid doll before I ever even got there. I was here at Al's with Allison, who I think is the only person in town who doesn't think I'm a raving lunatic.
I've already told you this, but I'll tell you again. Nobody broke into Fairwinds tonight.
Well, maybe they got in without breaking in. Dad, you're a cop. Do the math. Figure it out. It wasn't me. Forget it. You know what? I'm done.
All right. Fine. We'll pay the bill. We'll get out of here.
It's Emily, Dad, your own wife. And if you're not going to get to the bottom of this, then I guess it's up to me.
Bob, we're on our way. Yeah, we'll see you in a few minutes. Listen, thanks again.
How's JJ?
He's fine. I'm the one who's a mess. I hate lying to him, but if he had any idea what really happened.
Yeah. Never should have happened. But hey, at least you were holding your own.
That's something to be proud of now, isn't it? Hair pulling and name calling. I'm just glad your mother wasn't here.
Yeah, I know. So, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for letting me stay here. Thank you for being my friend.
It's what friends do.
JJ and I'll be out of here as soon as we can afford to find a place our own, and
You can stay as long as you need. Look. Just sit back. Just try to relax. And let my mother roll out all the comforts of a Snyder Christmas.
I would like that. I would like that a lot.
I'm not sure how much longer I can do this.
Do what?
Watch you turn yourself inside out, trying to make the world a safe place for Julia and JJ. You leave my son to go and see how another woman's son is coping. You leave my side to make sure that his mother is cared for. You're rearranging the universe, trying to make them happy.
But I chose you, Carly.
Did you? Really?
Of course.
Why? Obligation? Habit? Because it doesn't feel like love to me.
You know how much I love you.
No. I know how much I love you. And I thought we could survive anything. I thought no matter what, forever was ours. And when you came back to Milltown, I thought that I'd get my marriage back. But this is not a marriage. It's an arrangement. It's not even a very good one. You cannot be a husband to two wives.
No, that's not
right?
what I'm doing. And this living arrangement, Carly, it's only temporary.
Not if Julia has her way.
What'd you expect me to do? Cut them out of my life? Forget they exist?
Eventually, it comes down to them or us. It's that simple. So search your heart, Jack. Decide what it is you really want. Because you can't have it both ways.
On the next, As the World Turns.
Your help is not helping me.
I'll change if you let me stay.
We'll go there. Will you at least call him? Call Brother Francis?
I'm talking about last night, Emily, when I saw you. Why are you trying to drive Rosanna nuts?